The 10 most famous brainrots. Number 10. Cappuccino Assassino. Cappuccino Assassino is a peculiar brainrot character depicted as an anthropomorphic cappuccino with lethal tendencies. Its very name combines the adorable, foamy cappuccino with the dangerous assassino, Italian for assassin, hinting at its dual nature. It originated as part of the Italian brainrot universe, AI-generated creatures that mix animals or objects with outlandish concepts, presented with Italianized names. In the case of Cappuccino Assassino, it is often imagined as a cappuccino cup with human features, possibly armed or ready for action, reflecting its assassin side. Although it wasn't one of the first brainrots to appear, the concept of a deadly coffee quickly captured attention for its absurd humor and unique visual appeal. Cappuccino Assassino gained notoriety mainly through its connection to another highly popular character, Ballerina Cappuccina. In the lore that fans and content creators have built, Ballerina Cappuccina is married to and has children with the cappuccino who is also an assassin. That is, our Cappuccino Assassino. This unexpected love story between the ballerina and the homicidal coffee made the character even more memorable. Number 9. Burbaloni Lola Loli. Burbaloni Lola Loli is a brainrot character as absurd as it is endearing, represented as a capybara fused with a halved coconut, walking calmly along a tropical beach with crystal clear waters. His name, with a fun and catchy sound, combines burba from bubble or balloon and lolly from lollipop, evoking a mix of freshness and sweetness. The lore created by the community tells of his birth on a lost Caribbean island, where capybaras adapted to the climate by wrapping themselves in coconut shells as natural armor and portable refreshment. According to this story, Burbaloni is the most sociable of all. He always strolls along the seashore greeting other brainrots and sharing pieces of coconut with those around him. Number 8. Lirili Larila. Lirili Larila, sometimes stylized as Lirili Larila, is one of the most unique brainrots due to its combination of elements. It is described as a creature that is half elephant and half cactus, wandering the desert wearing Birkenstock-style sandals. This unusual mix makes it an extravagant being. Imagine a green elephant with cactus spines instead of skin, perhaps with thorny ears and cactus flowers, walking calmly through sandy dunes in its summer sandals. Its name, with its Italian rhyme, accentuates the character's quirkiness. Lirili Larila originated in viral Italian brainrot videos, where it appeared with its desert look and was introduced with the typical male Italian narration that characterizes these memes. The contrast between a giant pachyderm and a dry cactus, two completely different things, is precisely the kind of absurd humor that made Lirili stand out from the crowd of brainrots. Number 7. Chimpanzini Bananini. Chimpanzini Bananini is a brainrot that seems to have come straight out of a visual gag. It is literally the fusion of a chimpanzee and a banana. Imagine a small chimp whose body partially resembles a banana, perhaps with yellow skin curving down its back, or a banana with monkey limbs and a smiling face. The name rhymes in Italian and reinforces the joke, chimpanzee banana, making it instantly recognizable. This character emerged along with other hybrid animals from the brainrot wave in early 2025, presented in videos with the usual robotic Italian voice describing its absurd nature. The concept isn't entirely new. Monkeys and bananas have been linked in jokes for decades, but seeing it brought to life through generative AI sparked laughter. Chimpanzini Bananini is possibly one of the most family-friendly brainrots in appearance. It's cute and funny at the same time, which helped it go viral. Number 6. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita. La Vaca Saturno Saturnita is one of the most extravagant and colossal brainrots on the list. As its name suggests, it is a mix between the planet Saturn and a female cow. Visually, it is often depicted as a huge cow with cosmic fur, with Saturn's characteristic rings orbiting its body. Some fan-made illustrations give it spots that look like galaxies or craters, horns resembling asteroid tips, and even place small satellites orbiting its udders. This character appeared a bit later in the Brainrot timeline, perhaps as part of the community's creative expansions when they sought to take the meme to space. Its first mention was popularized through hashtags and videos in March 2025, intriguing everyone just by hearing its name. And the Saturn cow perfectly encapsulates the Brainrot spirit, combining something mundane, a cow, with something enormous and unexpected, a planet, to create a totally new and absurd creature. Number 5. Bombombini Gusini. Bombombini Gusini is an explosive member of the Brainrot universe. Literally, it is a goose hybrid with a fighter jet, like a goose-shaped bomber. Its body combines the long white feathers of the bird with metal parts and military aircraft weaponry. The name makes it clear. Bombombini suggests both bombs and cuteness, while Gusini evokes a goose. This character was created by the same mind behind Bombardiro Crocodilo, first appearing in early March 2025 on TikTok. In the original video, an Italian voice introduces Bombombini Gusini as the brother of Bombardiro Crocodilo, performing the same bomber functions as him. In fact, the scene was a static image of this goose jet, with narration explaining their kinship and making a surreal joke afterward. The image of a flying goose dropping bombs and perhaps squawking military orders proved irresistible to internet users, solidifying Bombombini as an emblematic brainrot. Number 4. Bombardiro Crocodilo. Bombardiro Crocodilo is the pioneer who ignited the brainrot craze in early 2025. It is described as an anthropomorphic crocodile merged with a military bomber plane, that is, a reptile with metal wings and aerial arsenal. In AI-generated images, it is often seen as an old airplane fuselage with the head and tail of a crocodile, sometimes with fierce red eyes and fangs peeking out from under the cockpit. Its name rhymes and sounds powerful, perfect for a character that literally drops bombs. The first known appearance of Bombardiro Crocodilo was on February 20th, 2025, on TikTok, in a video where a synthesized Italian voice uttered a phrase as absurd as it was shocking. It introduced Bombardino Crocodilo, an alligator that bombs, accompanied by provocative references. This dark humor, mentioning not believing in this or that and loving bombs, ensured that viewers' attention was instantly captivated. In just a few days, Bombardiro Crocodilo became synonymous with the Italian brainrot meme, as many other similar characters were born in its style following its viral success. Number 3. Ballerina Cappuccina. Ballerina Cappuccina is perhaps the most stylized and fashionable character in the Brainrot world. She is a ballet dancer whose head, instead of being human, is a foamy cappuccino cup. In depictions, she is seen wearing a tutu and ballet slippers, performing a graceful arabesque, while whipped cream or sprinkled cinnamon might peek out from her cup head. It's a charming contrast, the elegance of a classical dancer combined with the everyday nature and caffeine of an Italian cappuccino. Ballerina Cappuccina emerged shortly after the first Brainrots, quickly standing out for her striking image and sweet-sounding name. In fact, this character gained so much popularity that Professor Philip Lindsay, a well-known popularizer of Gen Z slang, dedicated a separate video to her, fascinated by her story and design. In the lore told on social media, it was revealed that Ballerina Cappuccina is married to an assassin cappuccino. Yes, cappuccino assassino. And they have even had children, which generated an entire meme soap opera that fans adored. Without a doubt, it is one of the most creative brainrots on both a visual and narrative level. Number 2. Tung 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 Sahur. Tung 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 Sahur is possibly the most mysterious and culturally intriguing brainrot on the list. Its name comes from a phrase that initially baffled many until the internet discovered its meaning. Tung 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 imitates the sound of Indonesian drums used to wake people up for Ramadan, and sahur is the pre-dawn meal during that month. As for its appearance, this character is depicted as a wooden, log-shaped creature carrying a baseball bat on its shoulder. The image is intriguing, a walking log playing an imaginary drum, or carrying a bat, perhaps as a reference to waking people up with a knock. Tung 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 Sahur made its debut in Brainrot videos with its own viral audio, in which a male AI voice rhythmically chants its name, evoking the feeling of a repeating drumbeat. The mix of elements, Indonesian culture, an animated log, and the vibe of an early morning ritual gives this brainrot an almost folkloric character amidst all the meme madness. This character gained fame in the brainrot community for both its catchy chant and the intrigue it caused. At first, many had no idea what Tung 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 Sahur meant, which generated tons of comments and theories until the explanation spread. That revelation gave the meme another dimension. It wasn't just funny, it also taught something about Indonesian culture without meaning to. On TikTok, the Tung 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 Sahur audio became a trend, used in over 6,000 videos in a matter of weeks. There are also musical remixes, even on Spotify, where its sound is mixed with others, with one notable fictional collaboration with ballerina Cappuccina. Fans often depict it as the night watchman of the Brainrot universe, joking that it goes around waking up the other characters with its bat. It has also starred in imaginary showdown videos, even defeating other Brainrots in fan-made animations. Given its powerful aura, according to a fan wiki, it can be as loud as an airplane. Without a doubt, Tung 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 Sahur stands out for combining absurd humor with a multicultural nod that few memes achieve. Number 1. Tralalero Tralala. Tralalero Tralala is quintessentially the most famous and representative brainrot of this viral phenomenon. Its best-known form is that of a great white shark wearing Nike sneakers on its fins, an image as absurd as it is unforgettable. However, beyond its appearance, Tralalero Tralala became known primarily for the sound that bears its name, an Italian recording with a phrase so nonsensical and transgressive that it instantly became a meme. In that original narration, dating from January 2025, a male AI voice blurts out the phrase, Tralalero Tralala, Porco Dio e Porco Allah, followed by a completely wild and vulgar story. It basically mixed blasphemy and ridiculous situations, like a grandmother named Ornella Lecca and a puree of unmentionable things with a sing-song tone. This sound began to circulate accompanied by AI-generated images, like the aforementioned shark with sneakers or cats with chicken bodies, exemplifying the surreal and post-ironic humor of Italian brainrot. The name Tralalero Tralala itself imitates a musical hum, which, combined with the shocking content, created an unstoppable viral formula. Tralalero Tralala is the soul of brainrot. It was one of the first to go massively viral and remains an essential reference to this day. On TikTok, its original audio accumulated tens of millions of views. There was even a funk-style remix that became a trend for editing anime and soccer clips. In just a few weeks in early 2025, phrases from Tralalero flooded comment sections and became an inside greeting for many teenagers, even without fully understanding the profanity involved. When other brainrots appeared, they were often compared to or pitted against Tralalero Tralala in split-screen videos, as it was the benchmark for popularity, the most famous crossover being against Bombardiro Crocodilo, as mentioned earlier. The brainrot community almost ironically idolizes it. Some call it the godfather of brainrot for having started the craze, and it is indeed a god-tier brainrot character in games and wikis. Furthermore, its influence transcended platforms. From TikTok, it jumped to YouTube compilations, Reddit threads, and reports on viral trends in formal media. At this point, Tralalero Tralala is not only the most famous brainrot, but a symbol of 2025 internet humor, irreverent, inexplicable, and addictive. Its legacy lives on in every tralala that echoes across the web, and in the certainty that thanks to it, our minds enjoy a pleasant and chaotic brainrot